Howdy guys, how you doing? How you doing? Sam here today with House of Blades. We got Quinn today.
How's everybody doing today, guys? As always, drop us your carry in the chat. Let us know what's in the pocket.
Yeah, what's everybody carrying today? You want to start? What are you carrying
dude.
today,
Yeah. Let me. I think I've got it all laid out on the table actually already. David Castaneda, good to see you made it, man. Happy everybody made it in today. Obviously rocking the nice guy side piece. Today, Little Nice Guy Machine Co. And of course we got the tactile.
Solid.
And then topping it off with today's blade, we got the Dimco AD20.
Nice,
with
man.
their Copus recurve blade shape.
That's beautiful.
I love this big boy right here. This is definitely one of my staples of my collection for sure. Big Dimco guy, big overbuilt knife guy, so that's my kind of stuff right there, man. What about you, Sam? What do you got today?
Let's see. Start off with my tactile. I've got my slim, short bolt action.
Susie says, "Oh dang, Quinn's how you doing? How you doing? Has been taken over by Sam." He said it first. I didn't want to like.
Sorry, bro.
We don't need a quadruple how you doing, dude.
You know, I think we do. I think we may. We may need to step that up one more notch.
Ruben says he's got his archer on him, dude.
Tactile, solid.
He's got a nice archer, man.
Got my Boris sleeper from Nice Guy Machine Company with the little B01 bead on there. Rivery Zero that stays in my pockets. This thing is my HOB box destroyer. My baby bomb that was gifted to me by my fiance with my High Tide EDC slip for it. Use code HOB15, cough cough. And last but not least, my attention to detail Mark II small stonewash frag. This bad boy is an S30V.
Beautiful knife.
And
dude.
usually on his small batch production, they come with machine ground blades, but I was doing some digging. I think this is small batch number 24. This one in particular is number 4 of 6. And this batch, he actually did hand ground blades.
Nice,
so,
dude.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah,
Chris says, I think we do.
All right.
How you doing? How you doing, dude? That's 4, bro. That's 4. Tally them up, dude.
Let's see how many we can sneak in before the end of the stream.
Oh, get ready, y'all. Buckle up.
Oh, man. All right. Well,
awesome,
we don't have
a
whole lot of new products to show before we get to the main event of the live stream today. So, Quinn, why don't you take this one? I know you're a fan of this
awesome.
guy.
So, for our new non-Benchmade products to show off, guys, we have the Arcade Pro. I'm very excited to have these in the shop. I was very, very eager to get my hands on one and take a look. You can see it there. There we go. Everything you love about the Arcade with that Tonto blade shape and 20 CV blade steel. Super cool, super customizable. If you're looking to get yourself a shark lock or if you're looking to get yourself some Flytanium, I think either way, that's a great pickup right there. I love the blade grind.
How does the Pro compare to the original? The Pro has titanium instead of aluminum.
Yep.
And no inlay on this guy. It's just really nice milling on the scales.
Yep. Just a nice milling there.
I want to say it's an upgraded blade steel too.
Is,
the original's S35 VN.
That
this
sounds
one's
right.
20 CV.
So you're getting a little bit better blade steel, getting a little higher quality material in the handles and obviously in the blade, and then that Tonto blade shape as well, which has a gnarly blade grind on it there. If you can see that, that is, and my fingerprint smudges.
Those satin blades are hard to keep clean.
They are.
And this is gonna sound crazy because I know it's the same, but to me the Pro, I know it's just the materials, but it feels like it has a overall better fit and finish than the standard.
Yep.
Or the light.
And as Adventure Man is pointing out, that is correct. The Arcade parts are interchangeable too. Yeah. So you can still have all the fun customization.
But we were just talking about before we got started on the stream how uncommon it is for a shark lock with a Tonto.
With a Tonto blade shape, yeah. That's not something you see very often for those of you that are Dimco fans or shark lock fans. To my knowledge, I think the only other knife you can get a Tonto shark lock is the DLT exclusive 20.5. So kind of a unique configuration there. If you're a Tonto guy and if you're a Demco guy, I think that's where these two worlds meet really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
the
like
Arcade
that guy a
Pro.
lot.
And what is
Pick
that
one
one MSRP in for?
$299. Oh, 1 second. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, $299 MSRP or retail on that guy, which for the materials, 20 CV titanium with the shark lock like that, with that milling, milling takes a lot of machine time. I think that price is right in line where it needs to be.
Oh yeah, well, what do we got next up on the docket, Sam? Let's show off some Benchmade.
Okay,
man.
let's do it. We'll save the fancy two for last. We'll go, since this one released, we will go ahead, and these are available now, are the new 710. This one still has the black aluminum. It's not rubberized like that last limited one they did. This one's not limited. This is just a standard model too. And this one is N390 blade steel rather than Magna Cut that they did on the last round.
Which is super nice. That's going to be a really slicey knife right there,
look at that
man.
recurve.
Yeah,
Beautiful
that's going to be a
stone
real
wash.
slicer.
Show that off. Yeah, that looks good. Get the FDE hardware and accents on this guy. Yeah, beautiful. You want to check that guy out?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the price on those guys, $450. Pretty standard for Benchmades with those materials.
Yeah, I would say that is not a bad deal at all.
No. And yeah, those did release. It was either yesterday or today when they came out. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I can't either.
But yeah, within the past 24 hours, these have released.
Yeah.
And they're available now.
Super cool knife right there.
Yeah. Well, before we get on to some other knives, you want to answer a couple
Yeah,
Benchmade
let's do
questions?
it, man. Let's do it.
We got some Q&A for the audience as well.
Alrighty, I'll do the honors. I'll pull the first question. Alrighty. No looking, no peeking. Well, I got to grab an orange one. Is that an orange one? That's an orange one. Here we go. All right, guys, first question. DLC versus satin. Which one looks better after 6 months of carry?
Which one looks better after 6 months of carry? All right, is this 6 months of carry or is this 6 months of hard use?
That's a great question. Another one that comes to mind is it a high polish DLC?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna have to go with. Oh, and then is it like a belt satin?
I know. Or is it hand rub? Is it belt satin or is it hand rub satin?
This is a good question. Adventure Man says satin just because of my preference. I'm inclined to have the same answer right away.
I think
I know I've got some belt satin with some bad scratches too.
Yeah. Hand satin scratches if you look at it wrong. But I don't know. I think 6 months of just walking around with a knife in your pocket, not heavy use, just light use here and there, the DLC coating is probably going to hold up better to scratches and things. Not to smudges. What I don't like about DLC coatings is how they can dehydrate and you get streaks in them that you cannot get out without re-oiling.
And it depends on how deep your scratches are too.
I'm
going to go with satin.
I'm going satin looks better.
I'm going to go with satin. After 6 months of carry, I would go with satin on that one. Yeah. So
satin blade
DLC versus satin
on my bug out. Yeah, but
satin looks better.
That's true. But the Benchmade satin blade bug out is very different from like a hand rub satin on a custom knife. Like in my mind, those are two totally different blade
100%.
finishes.
Or if we're talking about like the satin on, let me grab that Arcade Pro back really quick.
Yeah.
This versus like Null Knives, really, really heavy belt satin. Like
even those
that
are
stuff
really
scratches super easy. But I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go satin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go satin.
I think satin will look a little bit better.
I think it's just a little easier to keep in that nice condition.
I don't have any deals. I stay away from DLC coatings.
I do too.
All right, let's grab orange one. Oh, I accidentally ripped it trying to.
Dang, dude.
Would you rather only be allowed to carry a mini Griptilian forever or the Adamas? No in between.
Which Adamas? I'm still going Adamas. I would take.
I think
I would take
full size because
yeah,
it doesn't specify mini.
I would take any Adamas over the grip
Over the mini grip?
any day. I'm just not a big mini grip guy. I've never really been drawn to that knife. Just I guess the silhouette is not for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go Adamas.
I'm also going to go Adamas.
Of course, Ruben says Adamas.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah, we know you like the Adamas, dude.
Yeah. I can't do the plastic on the mini grip.
I get that.
I can't do that FRN.
I get that, dude. No.
I just don't want to be stuck with that every day.
Yeah, I'm going
That's-
Adamas.
Yeah, that's really what does it for me. Handle material.
I'm going Adamas.
All right. You want to
Pop the next knife?
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
let's do
knife
it.
before we do some more questions.
Awesome, guys. Well, the next Benchmade we have to show off today is the Dacian. Those of you who regularly view the lives will remember that we have shown these bad boys off once before. They are still just as good as they have ever been, if not better, because...
Real quick, Adventureman, Adamas, manual, auto, or fixed? I'm going to go ahead and say manual. just
Probably
for
manual full
ease.
size. That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too, in terms of the question.
Sorry, I just wanted to hit that.
No,
before we
you're
got
good,
too
man.
far away from it.
But yeah, what's really exciting about that Dacian, guys, is Benchmade has redesigned the sheath. So if y'all can recall the ambidextrous polymer sheath that came with the Dacian originally was not a big fan favorite. So Benchmade answered that with this sheath, and it is a really nice sheath.
It is. It looks
might
so
I add.
good, especially with the
You do
blacked
have
out.
the Kydex bolsters there, so you really get some good retention with the Kydex. And it just looks really good on there. It does limit you to scout carry, but that is a pretty popular carry option. And so they went ahead and gave you that ambidextrous scout carry loop. One more look at just the sheath. And I really enjoy that sheath. That's a spectacular execution there.
It is. And I really like that new Dacian variant with
Yeah.
that black Cerakote, black
Magna
micarta.
cut, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
a
if-
good everyday
yeah.
carry kind of size.
Especially if you want a stealth knife, you don't
Yeah.
want reflecting a bunch of light. Yeah, that's the one to go for.
Yeah, and that's like virtually, if y'all can hear or not hear, pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Pretty quiet on the release there. So if that's a preference of yours as well, kind of similar to the SOCP, it's got a really quiet draw. So definitely adding to that stealth factor.
And those are gonna retail for $300.
Which is a great deal
Yeah,
for a
Magna
Magna
cut,
cut, US
micarta.
made, everyday carry fixed blade. That's
Especially
awesome.
with that sheath.
Yeah.
That sheath was a really, really good upgrade that they did.
I mean, in direct comparison to grab the Pro again, this is a $300 knife.
Yeah.
And you're getting, so is the Dacian. So that's an awesome deal that Benchmade released that Dacian at.
Yeah, especially being made in America.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dude, let's do some more
100%.
questions before we hop onto those
pull a
last
couple
couple
more.
knives. Graham, I'll let you go first. I just
Oh.
prematurely picked one.
Alrighty, let's see here. Would you rather sharpen your Benchmade on a brick or lube the pivot with WD-40 every week? Oh man, who created these questions, dude?
I'm gonna say lube the pivot with WD-40 every week, just because what are you gonna do with that knife if you sharpen it on a brick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with WD-40 too.
Eric B says brick.
Eric B says brick.
I'm going WD-40.
I'm going WD-40 too. That'd be like nails on a chalkboard,
God, I
dude. Like
know.
trying to,
Oh.
I'm like thinking about it. I don't want to.
And if you ever wanted to like clean the knife after, restore it back, it's gonna be a lot
Yeah.
easier to do that with the
Yeah.
pivot than it is after you took that thing to a brick.
100%.
I'm gonna be down
voting
there with
pivot.
my little mini WD-40, opening up my big
WD-40.
WD-40 to.
Making Hank proud. Yeah. Making Hank Hill proud with the WD-40.
Oh man! Next question.
What you got, Sam?
Would you rather lose your favorite Benchmade in a river or accidentally lend it to someone who ruins the edge?
I would rather lend it to somebody who ruins the edge, because at least
You still have it.
I still have it, and B, before the treachery, it got a little bit of use in it. You lose it at the bottom of a river, it's gone forever. Nobody got any more enjoyment out of the knife. But if somebody ruins it using it, at least she served her life dutifully before she got retired as a knife. So I'm gonna vote that.
I'm going to say that if ruin the edge counts as like a little 16th inch chip in it, then I'm going to choose that. Now, if we're talking like an 1/8 to 1/4 inch ding out of the blade, you might as well just lose it in the river. That knife's dead after that.
I'm still going lending it out.
Life Sharp's warranty on Benchmade, so you can send it in.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So that's not even an issue.
No. All right.
And I think didn't they just stop charging for blade replacements, or am I crazy? I really think they
Can't say off the top of my head.
I'm not saying this for sure, but I am fairly confident I remember them saying that they stopped charging for blade replacements.
What's up, Earl? How you doing? What you got today in the pockets?
Alrighty, well, that's 2 more questions down.
Let's do another round of questions.
You want to do another round of
let's
questions?
do another round
Let's
of
do it.
questions.
All right.
I feel like we're on a roll.
Pulling the next one out here. Drum rolls, please. If Benchmade made a transformer knife, what 2 models would combine into one ultimate blade?
Oh,
It's a fun question.
this is a very fun question.
If Benchmade made a transformer knife, what 2 models would combine into one ultimate blade?
All right, let me ask you this: are we going with
Benchmade models?
well Benchmade models, but are we going with taking aspects of 2 models and blending them into one, or are we taking everything from each knife and adding it together to one? So you have to think about both blades,
I
both
think
handles.
aspects. I
Okay.
interpret that to be aspects,
Okay.
because you're going to lose in a transformation. You're going to lose some of the things that make each knife that knife. I would go bug out for one for sure, because you get that, integrate the features of the lightweight, factor of it, and just the everyday pocketability of it. And then I would think I would have that knife transform with maybe the 710, so that way you could get some extra blade length with like the switch of a button. So like if you wanted to transform it from a bug out to a 710 and get a little bit of extra blade length for a little bit saucier cutting tasks.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the lightweightness and the everyday pocketability of the bug out mixed with the blade length of the 710.
I'm gonna go. Oh, real quick.
Earl said Microtech, Ultratech, Arcfeld, and Big Idea Design Pin. That's a great carry.
Solid. Super
Great
solid.
carry. Which Ultratech do you got on you, Earl? Is it the ZBP or is it one of the Gen 2s?
Not even giving Gen 1 as an option?
I mean, I guess it's a Gen 1. It could be a Gen 1. I doubt it.
Oh man. Okay, so for the transforming Benchmades, I'm gonna go with
He's going to say Tengu Flipper and something else ridiculous. Watch.
no. I love the Tengu Flipper. Yeah, dude, the Tengu Flipper and the Narrows.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, Tengu Flipper and the Narrows. Listen, you get the full tie construction of the Narrows.
Okay,
right?
okay.
With a little bit of width added from the Tengu Flipper.
Okay.
And you get a little bit of a more pleasing.
Sorry if you guys can hear all that noise outside.
Method of deployment with the Flipper.
Okay,
So
I don't hate that, dude.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
a good answer.
I'd go.
That's a good
yeah,
answer.
Tengu and Narrows.
That's a good
blended
answer.
Together to make the most solid Benchmade since the Anthem.
That's a good one. I thought he was going to say something like the Weekender and the Cigar Cutter. Give us a weird combo out of left field. No, that's a good one, dude.
That sounds like the ultimate weekend with the boys' knife.
That's the ultimate weekend with the boys' knife right there, dude. Oh, man.
All right, let's
Let's go ahead and show off our next
let's do
knives,
that.
man. Let's do it.
Oh, I guess I'll grab one.
Go
you grab
for
the
it.
other.
Yeah.
So these are not going to release until August 12th, but I figured we'd go ahead and bring them and show them off anyway because they are so awesome. And this is the new Osborne variant. Here it is in all of its glory.
And this is my new favorite Osborne.
Oh
variant.
yeah, by far.
By a landslide. This is a snazzy looking knife.
Yeah, you get the FDE hardware, well, also with black hardware. You get black liners,
Blue denim micarta.
blue denim, and then you get
like a semi-floating backspacer.
Which usually on the ones that aren't the aluminum, they do standoffs.
Right.
So it's kind of a blend of the two.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Which I just love. But yeah, blue denim Osborne, and they did M390 on the blades on these. So that's nice to see.
A lot of M390 from Benchmade recently,
Yeah.
for sure. But it's a great steel. And there is the 945, the smaller mini Osborne. All the same themes, bronze and black hardware. You got the blue denim, M390, of course, with that, like, I almost want to call it like, yeah, like a semi-floating backspacer, faux floating backspacer.
Say that 10 times fast.
No kidding. But yeah, man, that looks really, really nice. I absolutely will be picking one of these up.
Yeah, and the price on these isn't too bad. They're gonna show out of stock on the site right now, just because they haven't come out yet. But $290 on the full size and $280 on the mini.
Those are super obtainable prices, man.
Yeah, under $300 for
Yeah.
blue denim micarta M390 made in America. So
Yeah, those are super
What's not to
obtainable
like?
prices. That's awesome.
yeah, I like those a lot.
Oh yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and dig into a couple more questions, man.
You're stuck in a video game.
Oh no.
We're ending it there.
That's it?
No. Your only weapon is a Benchmade. Which model gives you the best chance of survival and why? What video? Like what kind of video game? Let's decide on a. Can we go with like The Last of Us?
Sure.
All right, let's
I
say
think
we're
we could go
yeah.
any video game, yeah.
You're stuck in a survival video game.
A survival video game.
Your only weapon is a Benchmade. I'm gonna go ahead and answer the fixed Dauntless, just because that is a tank of a knife.
Let me see the question.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna help me. Which model gives you the best chance of survival and why? The fixed blade Dauntless is a good answer, dude.
I would either say that or the Anonymous, because the Anonymous is a little bit better at scraping a ferro rod if you need to start a fire for anything. But yeah, either Anonymous or a Dauntless fixed. Those are both solid crew wear knives, very, very durable, pretty big fixed blades. Yeah, it's my go-to.
I'm gonna go with the Steep Country.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steep Country. A little bit easier to carry.
Yeah.
Got it right there on your hip.
The
It's out of the way.
green.
It's a little smaller. I'd go with the OD green one
OD
just because
green
it's a
one?
little more pleasing to my eye.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd go with the Steep Country. That way I got the versatility and utility of a fixed blade, but it's not so huge. It's not
Yeah.
weighing down my kit. Because in games like that, often weight is an issue in
It
your
is.
bag. So I'm gonna go Steep Country. Save the space in my bag and still get all the utility of a fixed blade.
So like Chris says 940.
940.
There you
That's
go.
not a bad choice.
Hard to argue.
Hard to argue. Get the Weekender, honestly. That might not be a bad choice
Yeah,
for
two
a
blades.
survival, 2 blades and a bottle opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not a bad one.
Solid. What's next?
Your question, right?
I picked that one.
Oh yeah, my question. All right. What's one Benchmade you tried to love but just couldn't get into? That's a good question too.
Narrows.
The Narrows? That's a good answer. Yeah. For me, I'm going to have to agree. Narrows. That's definitely one that had a lot of hype when it came out. I was really excited to, get my hands on that knife and possibly have one in the collection, but it just, after seeing it, definitely wasn't my thing.
More specifically for me, the mini Narrows. I had very high hopes for some reason after handling the Narrows, seeing the mini Narrows being in 20 CV rather than M390. I know they're essentially the same, but I just prefer 20 CV because it comes from Crucible. Literally no other reason. And just something about, I thought maybe a smaller knife would feel less awkward being super, super thin.
High Tide EDC, make it into the chat.
How's it going, High Tide? What's up, John? Live, glad you made it this time.
Alrighty. But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on the Narrows for sure. What are some other models that could also work for that?
Some other models, dude. The Bug Out.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that
Bug
one
Out.
crossed
for
my
me.
mind for sure. That one crossed my mind for sure. You know what, dude? The Claymore OTFs too.
Okay.
Those were kind of
Yeah.
a miss for me as well. Just being in tool steel, they're in what, crew wear, right?
Yeah. No, they're in D2.
D2, yeah. But being in the tool steel and being single beveled, yeah, I think
Yeah.
I was really excited for those, but I think that was kind of a miss for me personally too.
What? I love the bug out. Okay, so I only say bug out. Like, I respect the knife for what it did for the knife industry. It is a staple in the knife industry. I think every knife collector needs a bug out in their collection.
I agree with that.
I just, personally, it's not my jam. It's a great knife. It is the first knife to get. If you want a nice knife to get into knife collecting, I say bug out, leak, PM2, Para 3. You know, like, I hold it in the same regard as those other amazing knives. It's just not my jam personally. If I'm going to carry a Benchmade, I'd rather carry a 940.
Is this why you had to mess up my mini bug out? Getting called out, bro.
Dang, dude,
You're in trouble now.
Do you see something in the chat?
Ah. I heard the noise like somebody typed something, but I don't see any new messages. High Tide says, I'm thinking about putting AWT scales on my Griptilian along with a new clip.
Nice. What clip are you
AWT
thinking?
makes some awesome stuff.
They do.
Dude.
They
AWT
do.
makes some awesome stuff.
Take my bailout over a bug out every day. And I'm in the same camp with you there. I much prefer the bailout to the bug out. And I know it's so close, it's almost the same knife, but it's just a hair longer. You get that nice milled aluminum. You get M4. Some of them are 3V. Like, what's not to love about the bailout?
Yeah.
I missed a glass breaker on the bailout. They
Yeah.
started just doing the little lanyard loop on the end of them. I wish they still had the glass breaker because that was awesome. It's like whenever they did the bailout with the glass breaker, the serrated edge,
Yeah.
and the Tonto,
Yeah.
like that was the ultimate
There you go,
like
Tonto
hardcore
too.
duty.
Yeah, that's
That's
a
a work
get stuff
knife.
done knife.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. You're cutting cordage, you're getting up under stuff.
Bought my orange Griptilian from House of Blades back in 2018 or 2019, I believe. Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome. How much did you get it for, man? Do you remember? I bet it was
Probably
like
$89.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. That's crazy to think about a world where Benchmade used to cost less than $100, but it happened. If y'all remember their red class, those knives were all cheap, you know, fairly affordable.
Yeah.
They don't do those anymore though, but yeah, what a blast from the past, man. Cheap Benchmade, not anymore.
Alrighty. Which Benchmade model would make the best fidget toy during boring meetings?
A Bally.
Yeah.
A Bally.
I'm going Necron Trainer.
Necron Trainer.
Yeah, Necron Trainer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Either that or the SOCP Trainer, because I think it's fun to just sit there and
Yeah, just spin that bad
spin.
boy.
Yeah. I do the same thing
Yeah.
with the beer bombs.
Those are two good answers for sure, dude.
I believe it was my first nicer knife, and I believe it did come in under $100.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not unless you're talking about an accessory.
Right?
None. You're at work.
We don't have boring meetings at House of Blades, though.
No, we don't.
Our meetings are always a
anytime we
blast.
have to have a meeting, it's actually a really fun experience because
Yeah.
it's about
Knives.
Yeah. All right, next one on the docket. If you could only carry one Benchmade for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Which one Benchmade would I carry for the rest of my life? Probably the 940.
I'm going 940.
Probably the 940, dude.
See, Earl says, to be honest, I feel like I've grown out of Benchmades. I bought Benchmades when I first started collecting, but as I've been more involved in the knife community, I've realized you can get a lot more for your money elsewhere. You can. There is better value out there, but for a lot of collectors and a lot of knife enthusiasts, Benchmade's just got that like warm, cozy comfort. You know, a lot of people first get into Benchmade as like their grail brand whenever they first start getting into knives, and so for that I'll always respect it, but I like titanium frame locks myself, you know.
Yeah, Chris did say Anthem, which was I was thinking about as well. That's
Anthem's awesome. That's
a
my
top tier. I mean, but
Yeah.
the availability factored in, you know, that's kind of a hard knife to find. But man, if you've got one, that is the Benchmade to always have in your pocket. That's a cool one for sure.
Yeah, super freaking.
Jake said, just ordered the Magna Cut 940. Can't wait. Oh, man. I'm excited for you to get that bad boy in. It's a really nice knife.
The Super Freak's a great knife. Full-size gold class bug out's great. My favorite gold class Benchmade ever did was the 945.
Dude, you notice
that 945 gold class was
to circle
killer.
back
Was
to
killer.
to circle back to a model we were talking about earlier, man. I remember being maybe I was a young man for sure, younger than I am now, of course. I'm still pretty young, but I was in Cabela's and I was in awe at the gold class Tengu flipper, man.
Yeah.
That gold class Tengu is a pretty cool little. It may have even been the Tengu tool, but it was a Tengu something, and it was the gold class. And man, that was a really nice knife. It had the Arctic Storm fat carbon, the Damask. It looked so nice, dude. So that probably would be my favorite gold class, just because it holds that nostalgic place in my heart for sure.
Hi Tide Sam, that hits the nail on the head. I was so happy to start getting into brands like Benchmade and Spyderco. I've had a Manix 2 I won on Instagram giveaway since 2014. That's awesome. Yeah, like whenever I first started getting into knives and got into the world of nice pocket knives, it was Benchmade, Spyderco, Microtech. And then from there I started to get into the Chris Reeve.
And then that's when the ball
smaller,
starts rolling.
But yeah, Benchmade, Spyderco, and Microtech were like my top three brands
100%.
getting into knives, and you know,
100%.
Especially Spyderco. Spyderco, whenever I was like 12, was the first nicer knife I ever bought myself. Little Spyderco Dragonfly. Still have that guy, and my Benchmade Hidden Canyon fixed blade is like what sparked my resurgence in blade collecting. However many years ago that was, and so yeah, I gotta hand it to Benchmade and Spyderco.
CRK is when you get ruined.
Yep,
Yes, it is.
It is.
That's when
There's
you're no longer
back.
you no longer have that twinkle in your eye,
Nope.
dude. You know the truth now, and your wallet hates you for it.
Yep.
Yep.
And I know it's not a popular pick, but I think the Spyderco Stretch Tune Second City K390 is the best user EDC on the planet. I know a lot of people. You say it's funny. You say that's not a popular pick, and I do see that side of it. But I also know a lot of people who absolutely love and adore that knife. Yeah. K390 is a very, very, very good steel for an EDC if you're cutting cardboard all day or anything that you need high wear resistance. And the Stretch 2 is a great knife. Plenty of blade length on that guy, lightweight. And anything coming out of Secchi City from Spyderco is going to be
top
phenomenal.
tier. Yeah.
Especially for the money.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
John says I carry Spartan more than CRK.
Yeah, Spartans are nice. Spartans are really, really nice. I always have thought of a Spartan Harsey folder as like if a CRK and a Hinderer had a baby.
Yeah. Those Harseys are really nice. I do need to get one. I'm just waiting on the right one to come across my way. But I'll tell you though, I'd get one of the special anodized versions, and I probably wouldn't use it too much. And just because I like a sharpening choil on anything I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
You know, like really, really use. It's just one of those things I gotta have.
What's the most overhyped Benchmade model?
Bug
out. Yeah.
Bug out.
Bug out.
Bug
All
out
the way.
all day. No discussion necessary.
Nope. My pocket accessory showpiece is Spyderco Military 2 Crew Wear. My Carta, everyone just loves to hold and shave if you aren't. It's basically a safe queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that Military 2, that Crew Carta Military 2. Whew.
That's some slicey stuff.
It is. I love Crew Wear.
HOB says lies. Lies. I mean, hey, in the world with the Hogue Deca, the Kershaw Bel Air, etc. Yeah, man, I'm going to have to go with the bug out for sure. All right. What's the difference between a Benchmade blue class and black class knife?
Black class can be all the tactical.
Yeah.
Blue class is more EDC. But
Use implication.
You can EDC any of them. If you want to EDC a bailout, which is a black class, that's fine. If you want to use a Super Freak for a tactical knife, that's a blue class, you're not going to run into any issues with that. I had a Benchmade Crooked River that I adored until someone stole it, along with about 40 more high-end knives. Oh no!
Oh, that's terrible to hear.
Sorry.
And yes, lucky we are in Lake Worth. We're right off of Quebec.
Yep.
Quebec and 820. Come see us.
Yeah, not too far from White Settlement at all. Alrighty. Wait, did I do the last one? Did you do the last one?
I think I did the last one. Yeah, black class or blue class.
Lost track.
Go for it. Go for it, Baba.
Which Benchmade model is our best seller of all time? Bug out?
Bug out.
Yeah,
Yep.
bug out.
iTidyDC says the hype is crazy on the bug out, but that model put them back on a lot of people's radars. It also got knife newbies into a great knife for the money back when it was cheaper. Yeah, oh, 100%.
Yep, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, bug outs used to be what? Under 130? Or around 130?
If you go long enough back, yeah. It's been a while though that I think you could get a bug out not on sale for 130.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, you know, for sure. At least 2 or 3 years. Maybe a little bit pre-COVID. You may have been in that 130 bucket, but I feel like it's been a while since I've seen a bug out at 130 for sure.
They've gotten up there.
Yeah.
See, I lost a Chris Reeve collection of about 5 knives in that robbery. Oh,
My heart hurts hearing that,
It
dude.
makes
That's
my
terrible.
Stomach hurt.
Yeah. That's just horrible.
All right, man,
What do we got next, man?
I don't know.
Oh. All right, and pull 2 more questions here, man. We'll pull 2 more. All righty. Which designer has collaborated the most with Benchmade?
Ooh, either Osborne, McHenry, or Pardue. Or Pardue. Either Pardue, McHenry,
Yeah, I was
or
going to say
Osborne.
Osborne.
Because Osborne has the 940, the Mediator. He had some other models that I'm drawing a blank on off the top of my head. But Pardue is the Griptilian. But McHenry has the 710. A few other models that I'm drawing. I don't know. It's one of those 3. He says Mel Pardue. I think so. I think he might be the number 1.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm going to agree with Pardue.
But it's either him, McHenry, or Osborne.
Yeah.
Those are by far the top 3.
Mm-hmm. Last one.
All right, which Benchmade would most likely survive being run over by a truck twice?
Twice.
Adamas. I'm going.
Oh, I
going
don't think
Adamas.
so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, dude.
You don't think?
Anything with that Omega spring is done.
What about a fixed Adamas? I mean, do fixed
Well,
blades count in this?
Obviously, fixed blades would bode the best, but they would in every situation. I think for the spirit of the challenge of the question, it would stick to a folder.
I'm sticking with full size Adamas.
You think so?
I'm sticking
man.
with it.
Dang, I'm gonna go with like one of the old titanium frame locks.
Okay.
Any one of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
or the old Benchmade Emerson.
Yeah.
Back whenever
yeah.
Benchmade made the
Yeah,
CQC,
yeah,
what
yeah.
was it,
That's a
the
great
CQC
answer,
7?
dude. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
I think Narrows is thin enough. Oh no, dude. The
Dude.
Narrows is getting.
It bends.
Yeah, it bends.
It would bend.
With like a couple fingers. Yeah, I can't get behind. Can't get behind the Narrows. I think that would get flattened out bad. Especially it's still got that Omega spring in it. That if that Omega spring comes anywhere near the pressure of a car, it's totally ghost.
Dude, there's only one way to find out.
All
I got an
right.
idea for our
next week,
video.
dude. Next week, dude.
Oh man.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, I think that's about all we've got.
I think so as well.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a great week.
How you doing? Thought I wouldn't get one more in there. You're wrong.
Awesome. Yeah. Y'all take care.
Have a good
We'll
one,
see
guys.
You next
It's
Wednesday
been
live at
great.
5. Thanks for tuning in.